Ndigbo, all eyes are on you. All eyes are on you now. All eyes are on you. Igbo kwe him choriku now. In my him a judgment till now. The final judgment. In my white till now. And the element when he Ndigbo, the reaction of our people now goes through what will happen now. But if Ndigbo, just watch everywhere they to come. We all about it. And we have about court observation, public observation. Baho George Ijoro, one of the people in court, especially the Mazinam Kano Federal House of Representative representative, when court asked him a question, if he has anything to say, court Ndigbo. The federal government Ndigbo now before Hamra what to do. And I want to tell you, the Ndigbo, the court say that they will deliver the final judgment. The court said that they will deliver the final judgment at exactly 10 minutes to 4. This is 5 minutes past 4. I've sat just in a place from morning till now, observing what's going on. But that's Igbo or something. I want to say this in Igbo dialect. Ndigbo, in my head court took this thing. The court kept quiet. Kele reaction on nationwide. Kele what you people can do in less than 10 minutes. Or at about 20-30 minutes. But then when if our people be the react, why did they react? All of them kept quiet. So the court might go ahead to deliver its judgment. Yeah. Now I want you to watch. In my own way, and when I'm something to say, in my own way, I have something to say, and I must say something because I feel bad. I feel bad. How do I feel bad? Because I know the courts, or the powers that be, they are observing the reaction of the nation, what the people will do. But I tell you, we are not going to take laws into our hands, but we are not happy. Somebody like me, I'm not happy. And I must say it. I am not happy. Somebody was in court a few days ago, and the judgment was delivered. This person is an ISWAP member who confessed of buying our military men, confessed of doing so many things, accepted the crimes or the charges before him. The prosecution found this person guilty. He was only jailed for 20 years. Only for 20 years. I feel bad. I feel displeased. I feel displeased because I know what it means. When people are committing crimes, people are burning down houses, people are buying people, innocent people across the nation, and they've not been declared terrorist organization. We are not happy. I must tell you the gospel truth that I am not happy. I feel bad. I feel so much bad at it. I feel as if I hail from a tribe that has been intimidated, hated, and possibly not regarded. Is this the way this nation will survive? Is this the way things should be? Let's forget, I'm not telling you if Mazen Namdekan is guilty or not guilty. I'm not a judge. But all the same, there are protocols that deserve some observations. This man, for crying out loud, this man was once invited by our Southeast governors in Enugu, and he was asked to drop the agitation, of which he did. He accepted and placed certain simple conditions over them. They saw it. What is too hard? If you're from River State, what is about happening now will affect each and every one of us back here in Nigeria. All of us will feel bad at it at the end of the day. Injustice will be meted upon our feet and our legs, our fingers, and even upon our relatives. Nobody will speak for you. It is only in this nation that few days ago, as I heard allegedly, that the judges, upon the arrival of Mr. President in a conference hall, they were singing, "Upon your mandate we shall stand." Who does that anywhere in this country? If you are in Nnamdi Kanu, there are other Nnamdi Kanu. The situation remains the same. The process remains the same. Nothing changes. Whether you are from River State and your prayers is for Nnamdi Kanu to be convicted, whether you are from Igbo instruction and your prayers are for Nnamdi Kanu to be convicted, I want to assure you, you have no spare filling station where you buy fuel. The insecurity will not even recognize Nnamdi Kanu. The insecurity nationwide will not recognize Nnamdi Kanu when ravaging your own communities. Let's speak fact from few things this man must have said before. Are they real? A judge will be so much afraid to convict a top government official, but so bold to pronounce another person guilty when you know this is wrong. Ndigbo, the whole world is watching. If you couldn't charge she is silent now, all of you are going silent. Everybody is even afraid to even talk on the social space. What judge you know? Just go and watch the atmosphere in your name now. Do you know why? They said 10 minutes now they deliver the judgment. Okay, may call. Kajukwa the powers that be. At their description, and let me warn you, whether you like, let it be that Akorogogo to be against Nnamdi Kanu. There are other ways. I'm saying again, Nnamdi Kanu, the 100% pure and righteous. No. But Obumo means something that I feel bad at. I have other means, other ways to channel my grievances. Whether Nnamdi Kanu is convicted now or not, does that stop the Fulani from ravaging your village? The answer is no. They will be there for you. They will overrun you, and there is nothing you can do. So when we talk about somebody that is more safe now, if we don't take time, my words are just, they might not be ordinary. At the end of the day, we may end up discovering that the only person that may be safe is him. Everywhere is under panic. And our leaders are so comfortable because they don't want anybody that will speak. This thing happens even in my own local government. Ndigbo, have you seen that this is the most dividends of the evil I now support as a people? Many of you came to my community. Many of you supported the evil going on in my community. Now look at the repercussion, because one evil begat another. I said it a few days ago on my live broadcast. How would you feel? How do you feel? Onyibo na diketa wicked. Even our leaders are they more wicked. What stops you today with judgment, Nnamdi Kanu? What stops our leaders? Didn't stop our leaders. How many of them came from Abuja? Is it not Nnamdi Kanu's Federal House of Representative member that is in court with his lawyers? Even while they were showing Ala Igbo to plead, Ala Igbo, but Ala Igbo could not even say, tears could not allow this man to say a word. Even his Federal House of Representative members. Ndigbo will remember. At the end of Mass Nnamdi Kanu, then his quote will be remembered. People will remember him. All of us, if we don't take time, all of us will start regretting. We will start bleeding. Our villages will be taken over. Go and mark that word, that particular strong words, that your village, naga your village. This thing will happen. Oh yeah, this idiot, Justice Jonathan. Oh yeah, come on, get away from this page now. Let me block you, idiot. Think I'm here to do nonsense with you, Ndara. Fools. Your great grandfather could not say what I'm saying. Thunder Babu, everybody around you. Thunder Bajagi, me. Come on, get away from here, you bastards. Ndigbo, after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will ask. You see, those of us that can have the courage to speak up, those of us who have the courage to even point at evil, there comes a time when you can't even find one person. People will no longer speak for you. People will not speak for Ndigbo. You will see these things happening. It comes to a time and a point in time when nobody will speak for you. Do you know what is going on the internet? Do you know that the Southeast will lack nobody today to speak for you? Nobody. Injustice upon one person will be meted upon each and every one of you. Everybody will pay for it. Everybody. When justice is being denied, when truth is being said, sorry, the network was bad. I can assure you that Ndigbo will regret. I can assure you, all of you will regret. All of us will regret. Whether great, whether small, whether big, whether powerful, no matter whom you are. No matter whom you are. So far, Ndigbo, you will regret the losses upon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Doesn't matter how you see it. I am busy. That's why I am pressing busy. I am busy. I'm busy. I am busy. Everybody will regret. Whether big, whether rich, whether small. I know what it is. I know what it is. The things you see, for Nnamdi Kanu to have held still even at the last minute, those people who does not like him, some of those Igbo people whom sees him as a stumbling block over them, do you know that the opportunities Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had to betray Ndigbo? The opportunities Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had to betray Ndigbo, if many of his enemies have it, they will betray even their ancestors. If not for anything, so far this man, at all costs, this morning, since morning I couldn't go out, I had to sit. I was just thinking, pondering over so many things. No, when you can only Igbo for only Igbo nanya, that thing Igbo, it's just few. It's just few. Only Igbo, the same way everywhere they come now. Just watch. Oh, do you know what they are watching now? They are monitoring the reactions of the Igbos. That was how the Igbos were here silently. These Igbo people kept quiet. A judgment was delivered against a duly elected governor of Imo State. My brother, our people kept quiet. The Imo State kept quiet. This thing claimed the lives. The same people who allowed this evil to take place, they are now seeking for land in Ngopala because their place has become ungovernable. Ndarala. Wicked people, they may carry Bible. Don't trust them. They may carry one. The moment they begat one evil, give them time. They will give back to another evil. That's their job. That's whom they are. They have gangs, enemies, strangers at the middle of the Igbos. Just give them what they will eat and forget about others. Whether others will starve to death, they don't care. My words as of today is that this is painful, you know. This is quite painful. There is no how I will say that your brother will be punished while fighting for you, and you will be happy over it. I know many Igbos are sad but cannot say a word. And to those who derive joy in this, I made a write-up, I made a quote, I wrote something that I need to read out here for you on behalf of Ndigbo and on behalf of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. I have this to read. I wrote this out since yesterday, and I decided I was going to read it, hence on live section. If anything goes wrong, then I was going to read this. I pray God allows me to read this for you. So today's date is the 20th day of November 2025. I want to start from introducing myself while I read this for you. My name is Honorable Prince Madabuchenyi. I am from Ngobala local government area of Imo State. And I am from Untold autonomous community. Reading this to the ears of my audience and those who believes in equity and justice. In view of a lot of things that has been going on in our country where justice can be purchased, justices are being bought, allocated, recommended, decided and designed by certain individuals who have more influence over others. This has eaten up the shackles of Nigeria, Africa, including our political system and our institutions. So please, because of my network is bad, and you know I'm not in good shape at this point, but I had to try my possible best to read further. And I will skip some things because of network, and I'm going to read further. The poor, the rich, the average, the great, and even the kings, each and every citizen of the black nation represents captivity even in the hands of their leaders and the judges whom are supposed to dish out justices when due or when it is time. Having said that, every born African child, man or woman, is a victim of the bad conduct of leadership and even the judicial system in Africa. The judicial system in Africa is designed for only the monopolies, such as the politicians, the rich, and those who decide on where to follow or when and where to dish out power to. Funny enough, in silence means even the victims are always silent, even at the face or on the face of impunity. Nobody cares, hence one sheep is down, other lions will flee. I cordially wait for the day the great Nigerian we all know or African we all trusted will stand up for one of their down soldiers, that they may see the need and reasons to stick and stand in firmness to the injustice meted upon others, whether rich or poor, small or big, great or even kings. If the level of injustice stationed in our country or our continent continues, especially when it has a tribal effect against certain ethnicity, such as the Igbos, the way few of the Igbos are hated across the nation, and especially in places of their business. I want to use this opportunity to remind the world that in few months ago, we encountered the destructions of Igbo businesses in trade fair, Igbo businesses in Abuja, Igbo businesses in Ladipo, in which the Igbos acquired these properties and legitimately paid for it, But due to certain hatred and unwanted relationship, of which has made the Igbos to feel as if they are no longer part of Nigeria. Their businesses has become a target. Their shelters, places where they have built houses, of which records has never revealed where any Igbo person came and grabbed their land in places like Lagos, especially in Agor. I am going to skip these things because I wrote these things due to I was less busy today, so I had to write more of these things. But I want to tell you, everyone, this is not easy to bear. You know, I know you want to understand, because in Igbo land, people only defend their own interest. And I'm not feeling bad because Nnamdi Kanu is not qualified for anything. Whatever that may happen, nothing. I'm not afraid of that. But you know what? I'm looking at the further injustice that will be deposited upon the heads of every other Igbo child. You know, I know you won't see what we see, but I can assure you that the major injustice is coming. And this might appear as the last voice in the wilderness that people will no longer speak because they will be afraid to say the gospel truth. Are there seaports functioning in River State or in Calabar? Did this man who is from Afariku Ibeku, Abia State, did you ever hear him say that they should make they should put seaports in Umuahia? He didn't talk about that. And if you're from River State, you're against this man all because of your hatred or things you've heard, that alone has made you to hate him. And you know you have means, you could say something and your voices will be heard, but you don't need to say anything now because you feel as if he's your enemy. I want to remind you that a man from his own place equally was the one who built the Trans-Amadi Industrial Layout, Port Harcourt. So if the Igbos meant bad for you, do you think they will be doing these things? And lastly, few days ago, from this instruction, each and every one of them wanted just a loaf of bread, what they will eat. And I kept asking myself, what do you want for life? Do you want the whole world? They don't even know what they want. Has anybody wants political? So this is where I'll leave you now. I'll leave you because I need a little time to gather myself up. Everyone here will stand and regret whatever we've done as Ndigbo. This injustice, this kind of barbaric acts today you see upon Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started amongst the Igbos. I want you to show me where a Yoruba man woke up and drank the land that does not belong to him, and the governor will aid evil only in my state. You don't know what my people are going through. You are giving birth to evil, all in the name of religion. In the name of religion. Many communities in Igbo land are facing this kind of thing. Intimidation from their own brothers. The condition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today, definitely go and check. It's being supervised by one evil person from Igbo extraction. You don't feel for his children. You don't feel for his wife. You don't feel for the stress, the mental challenges this man will be facing, the trauma. You don't care. Do you know that, if at all, do you know that what triggered to most of these things is Imo State? In the Kwawe no Imo State are in support evil. Mano ya wamre many Ndigbo jinwo. Mano Imo State anya. Can it be such ye or barbaric judgment was not given, of which unseated the governor? One evil. They said evil communication corrupts good manner. Had it been they had allowed the duly elected governor to remain in office, some of these things wouldn't have lingered. There wouldn't have been part of the jailbreak and so many other things that is going on. It wouldn't have happened. But Ndigbo kept quiet. Ndigbo, every evil you have supported, every evil you have given birth to, in the name of the little bribe or stipends they will give you, go and show me where the piece of those coins, where you kept them. For those of you that are Christians, the day Judas sold Jesus, did he build the highest of mansions with that money? That money destroyed him. All of these things are scattered because people that are supposed to have looked upon their brothers, or at least look into them, consider certain things of the Southeast, they did not do that. Do you think even me, it will be difficult for me to vote against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? It will be, what I'm telling you is the way it is, because I know that there is what they call Southern Nigeria and Northern Nigeria. So between we and the Yorubas, we are seen as one. We are seen as Southern Nigerians. As Tinubu is ruling now, the North sees it as if all of us are there in power. So even me, in my conscience, I understand these things. I have every need to revote him instead of me to throw away that vote. That's my belief. But even his brothers that you can do these things for, they will come out on camera and tell that they hate the Igbos. Why do you hate the Igbos? Nothing. You don't even know why you hate an Igbo man. When they ask you why, you say they want to be in power. An Igbo man has never killed anybody to be in power. You see? The hatred is too much. My annoyance is the Igbos themselves. Tunde Bakari said something related to this. He said the Igbos said themselves. Apostle Justice Suleiman said the same thing around 2022. He said the same thing. Why? Because an Igbo man will support one kind of nonsense against his brother. If an Igbo man wants to be in power, that is what is triggering all these things you see in Southeast today. It is because somebody wants to at least achieve his own enterprise. Somebody wants to. They were telling me that the land the church stole in my village, that it is right. And I was like, is this the same Jesus these people are preaching? Kai. Tonde banyego. Fear to me worry you will get to go no wa to only Igbo. Tell them. See how that the only thing you are afraid of in this life, not only Igbo, to only Igbo. Once or ni hajeme or kanga political noise and all that, you will see all of them. They will come and tell that they love Ndigbo. They will tell you super stories. Love which Ndigbo. So now, hence they convict Mazin Nnamdi Kanu or sentence him to death. I think you will have freedom, you will have joy, you have everything you need in life. How would you feel? How on earth will you feel? So this is who we are as a people. It's unbearable. It's unbearable. Okay. Okay, now let me ask you, the evil and the corruption you see in Igbo land, the thing is too much. Do you know that right now How many content creators can you see that will come on live now and start saying that they're against this judgment? Can they at least say that they don't like that they don't accept this thing? They cannot. They cannot. I am concerned about every Igbo person. I'm concerned about everybody, even you. I'm concerned about you. I'm concerned about you. Do you know, if you know what it is that in life nobody cares about you, you will understand what it means. Now, Ebo Nnamdi Kanu, all of you will be happy, right? Ebo Nnamdi Kanu, that's when they will give you people Igbo presidency. You think in the low one he will keep making a mistake or president? No, but don't care. Obodad, I will convict Nnamdi Kanu, will make you president. It will look bad. You should know that you are dreaming. Are they possible? Are they possible? So I hope everyone Nnamdi Kanu or sentence him to death. Then the insecurity will stop. Then the Southeast will blossom better. Or will that stop America from invading this country? Will that stop America from invading Nigeria? If Nnamdi Kanu is convicted or jailed, can that change anything? Can that change anything? If Nnamdi Kanu is possibly convicted, can that change anything? It will decay again. If you're treating a wound, without cleaning the surface, it will decay again. So I was running for elections in this country, in my own place. Can you hear me now? So while I was running for elections, electoral materials were not brought to my local government. They only did their shenanigan content somewhere, recorded videos, and they went and posted. And people who hated Governor Ezeoku, you are not hating Governor Ezeoku as if Governor Ezeoku loses election, if he will ever hungry. No. Even if I had come out for that election and lost, clearly I would have also gone home happy. So people were happy over that. Why? Because the governor came and rigged the election and you were happy. Some youth will even encourage these things in Igbo land. They will say, if you don't want them to rig you out, join APC. And I'll be like, The best to do is to correct those errors. The best for we to do is to resist such evils. And somebody will be trying to tell you to pet it, manage the situation. It gets better one morning. How? When everybody knows that if you bring the governor of Imo State, I'm saying this thing on live camera, if you bring the governor of Imo State on a free and fair election in anywhere in our zone, I will win him in the whole 9 local governments. This is not story. This anywhere. I am proud to say this. Any day they want to allow credibility, but people were supporting evil, telling me that one idiot to say that came to my comment section and said that is that why you could not win the election. And I looked at him. Even his ancestors, all of them are useless. And I would just look at them and laugh. Why must you support evil? Because you want to get at Governor Ezeoku. Now, many of them are supporting this thing against Nnamdi Kanu. Because why? They say, why will he be that popular? If you want popularity, the best way to achieve it is not attacking Nnamdi Kanu. That's not the best way. That's his brother. Echetano. One even if that's your brother. We could say that. You remember, there are some things Nnamdi Kanu will say before na microphone. I know in Nigeria, I'm a Ndigbo the way mono na Lagos. They won't do these things to you. I know that Nnamdi Kanu modendo. These people, grab our people free of charge and try to intimidate our people. Babu our brother, Bruzianaga, and somebody held Bible and was supporting that evil. Many of you are we cadre many of you, Namma. We cadre because evil is evil. You don't know that any evil they bet somewhere will extend it will meet you. It will meet you. No matter what it is. When they give birth to an evil at your village junction, 6 months later, you discover that somebody from your own kindred is behaving the same. This is where I will leave you for now, and I want to tell Ndigbo congratulations. But all of us will regret. Let me just leave it for now.